Show us your tips, Daggy, and Beaver with you to get stuck into the start of Melbourne Cup week, Flemington Carnival, kicking off tomorrow. Beaver's back. How you travelling, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Daggy. Looking forward to the weekend. Now we're into Friday and put the feet up and watch some good racing at Flemington.
Some very good racing, some plenty of value around, it seems, as well. What have you made of getting stuck into these two? We've got Rosehill to look at as well later. What have you made of these two cards?
Yeah, Rosehill I wasn't that keen on, particularly earlier in the day.
No.
Thought that was a bit tricky, but didn't mind getting through the Flemington card. Some interesting setups here and some horses that come to Flemington either going well or liking this track, and good time of year to be punting.
Absolutely. Well, we will... should I get a thought on VRC Sistina last week or anything else? I haven't seen it back in a week.
Just gobsmacking. Unbelievable run. But, yeah, the race set up perfectly for it. Jenny went out and... unfortunately, I was saying to my dad, any horse that chases Jenny, I don't think can win. And probably the Japanese horse helped set it up for horse to come back in the field to keep the pace on and make sure plenty was chasing.
Absolutely. Well,
it was a good run nonetheless. But
I think the Japanese horse wins any of the last 5 Cox plates.
Yes.
Going back to Winks, I suppose. Just read into a freak performance, but... Yeah, I don't know what we take. There's quite a bit of Moonee Valley form actually heading into this Flemington card on a quick backup, which a lot of it's caught my eye, but we'll get to that too. Fantastic effort. We came home with a wet sail out Bendigo Cup Day, which was nice after a slow start there. But let's kick off Cup Week at Flemington. 12:20 start, the rail true, good weather. It looks like all systems go. And to be honest, after the way Caulfield and Moonee Valley have been for the last month, I'm pretty happy to be back at Flemington. Kick off with the traditional Carbine Club Stakes. It's over a mile for the 3-year-olds. And what has caught your eye in this first?
Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag here. Small field. Thought the top weight and favourite was maybe a little bit skinny around the even money mark. It's got some good form in some good quality races and hasn't been far off the mark at longer odds. So it's a definite chance. But I'm going to go the slightly better value in Aliana coming down from Sydney. Yep. The McDonald Waller combination, that was a good win last start, beating a horse that looks to have a bit of ability. So I've got it on top, the hardest to beat from the favourite.
I've gone with the stablemate Canara. I know I'm a bit attached to this horse, but I think it's going well. I don't think it's been given much chance. Its last 2 was in the finish with Aliana, as was Good Sword, who should have won at 50s, but... Blake Shingate 4, I think it sits closer, and this is its chance. I think Chris Waller's won 3 or 4 of these of the last few editions of the Carbine Club, so definitely holds the key. And Feroce, an absolute chance, and maybe that is the right form back from a Group 1, but I agree with you that it does feel very short in this race. The second is and make sure you throw actually Actor Non-Verba into your exotics, because I think the favourites are the leaders won this race more than half the time in the last decade, so it can run a race for you at 14s there. The fillies continue with the Vanity next, 1400 metre Group 2, and this is a cracker. You could make a case for any of these horses. A very tricky business, this. And we'll get a bit of a feel for the Sydney form when in the first with those 2 Waller runners. I am going to put Supercilious on top, though. It's 30-1. It was back and last around the Valley a week ago. Hit the liners with some of the best closing numbers of the day. It comes here, 7-day backup, gets to Flemington, which it's going to eat up, and at 30s, happy to stick with it. From Iron Velvet, who's nearly 20-1, and it getting to Flemington will suit it. Just didn't. It's a bit of a nutbag. It didn't want to take any gaps there up on the rails at Caulfield. Outside gate, clear air Flemington has it written all over it as well. And as I said, I was on Good Sort last time out. Now it's only about $8. It'll win if I jump off. But the chances don't end there. The Zaytung's absolutely alive. And you did tip GG's Miss Truth. Are you sticking?
I am going to stick. I just thought it was written a little bit upside down last start. And now it's up to $16. I think gate 15, I'm hoping they sort of take it back, get a bit of cover, and it's allowed to use its good strong finish. So this is the most open race of the day and most open field of the day. So you could pick 10 here and come up short. So I've got GG's Miss Truth in there. You named a couple of good, and I also thought Extremely Hardies was the main danger. Only had the 2 starts. They were both impressive, and again, Waller bringing it down for this run, I think it can run extremely well as well.
Yeah, the third is the Rising Fast Stakes, 1,200 metre up the straight. Another very good race here, Beaver. Who have you found?
Yeah, another nice race up the straight here again. I'm going to stick Ray Maginero, third up here. Both runs in have been very good. A neck behind Jimmy Star is great form line for this, and a close up behind Estriella. They're quality horses, quality sprinters, and I think it can run well here. Goes right up the straight, so that should be fine. And all systems go here. Main danger, I think a horse like Star Patrol can really improve here. Goes really well up the straight. Kind of happy to put a line through the first up run and hope to see it back to its best here. If it is, it can run an almighty race here.
I like Mahaba here. Comes off a good first up run in that Estriella race. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was Bellatrix Star, the other filly, who, got back, hit the line as well as the winner. I think straight suits and has come back and really good. All the trials leading into this were very good. Perhaps an outside gate was the only thing I wanted more than that. I agree, Ray Magnario is the main danger. I think the market's right, though. Schwartz is flying. Whether it's rightful favourite, I thought maybe Ray should be, but I think Schwartz should be in the market. And you've mentioned the other one there. So, that's about the race for me. I like, in short, Mahaba on top from Ray Magnario. The fourth is the Damien Oliver over 1,400 metres, a Group 2, a clash of Another Will and Jimmy Star. And I'm going to stick with Jimmy, who is just flying at the moment. Last time I was at Flemington, actually led, so can take up a spot as well, but I don't think it necessarily needs to here. There's enough pace, just needs to get clear air and can win again. Another Will possibly sits in front of it, tags along behind Tamerlane and gets a nice run. Is the obvious danger, led up Antino last time out. And Tamerlane runs well, as does, I think, Stapati. Quick backup is just starting to get back to its best, whatever that may mean, but Flemington suits quick backup from a nice finish last week. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just going to flip him. I'm going to go Another Will. I'm going to forgive last start again. I don't think that was all that well run to suit for Another Will, and it was beat a horse. Just kind of put in a similar performance to Viasicina in Antino in that race. I have tipped Jimmy's the first 2 starts this time in, and they've won, so makes me a little nervous. But not much between these horses. I think the 350 Another Will, it can improve. Just maybe sit behind the pace or suit better.
The fifth is the Wakeful Stakes, 2,000 metres for the 3-year-old fillies at group level. The last stop on the way to the Oaks. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, pretty keen on Powers of Opal here. I think it'll be winning this. It was given an easy kill last start at Hawkesbury in prep for this. Comes down here now, has J Mac aboard, and this looks like an ideal target. Clearly on top for me.
Yep, same. Not much to add. John Sargent, when he gets a good 3-year-old filly, makes the most of it. So I assume wins this. I think it's favourite for the Oaks too, so have to run well here. I think In Her Eyes, another quick backup from Moonee Valley to Flemington out to 2,000 at a big price, can run a place, and Treasure Moment has done nothing wrong. Other main danger. Derby Day Quaddie kicks off with the 1,200 metre Coolmore Stud Stakes at Group 1 level. We've got Everest form. We've got proper Group 1 form right through the field. Who do you like?
Yeah, good field here, proper field here. This is going to be a really interesting race, and see those that handle the straight track. I'm going to stick with Growing Empire. That was a great run in the Everest, probably exceeded expectations there, to be honest, a little bit. And prior to that, I thought it was a certainly beaten when ran second. I think it Gate 9 suits here. I think it can just track into the race wherever it wants. I think the speed suits and it can pull to the middle and has a great chance to power over him. Certainly Switzerland got as a main danger here. Bounced back to its best last start. Quality horse, and certainly I think it can run well as well.
I've gone with the filly here in Bellatrix Star. I think it is airborne, has not put in a bad run this prep, has won well up the straight previously, and just avoiding all of that, I guess, the real tough stuff and being fresh for this. I like it at each way price. Traffic Warden, I tipped to win the Everest. Have to be with it here, have it on side. Sometimes feel a bit nervous when you do have something go wrong and then they turn up here. Scared of Growing Empire, but now is now into a third grand final, which is probably my only knock, but obviously can win. And I guess when you get your quaddie, you can mention the other chances there. The Derby is next, 2,500 metres at Group 1 level for the 3-year-olds. And when I went back and watched, when I went back and watched Keeneland last start, I thought that was a fantastic run. I actually think, if anything, it should have probably taken off earlier. If you look at it, it sat outside lead. Tempo wasn't great. Just got run past, and then through the line, it was actually coming back on the other two. Before that, when it led it or pushed the pace at decent tempos, it was so strong. I think $10 is a fantastic bet here. Hugh Bowman knows how to win Oaks and Derbies. Really comfortable taking $10 there, and I'm going to take $15 Saint Emilion, who I found off the Goulburn form heading to Geelong, has had the 2,200 metre run. That was quite soft, and he's going to be seasoned right up for this. Going with those two at a price, obviously scared of El Costello, but I don't know if that's the right setup. And, gate 18, there's a few little bits and bobs I don't particularly like about it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, funny you should say that. I've come up with a very similar line of thinking as you. Keeneland's been one I've been keen on for the last few starts, and I think I said that before last week. I thought it was coming back and going better than anything on the line, and I think you're right. I think if it put the pressure on slightly earlier, I think it might have been a bit too strong for those. I think the 2,500 is fine. I think it's going to run that really well, and at the odds, like it. And I found St. Emilion as well. I like how they go to Goulburn, win a maiden, looked pretty good. Then won a Geelong race there as well. And we know how well that Mars stable is going. So look out, because they can bob up right here.
Very good. I like it. We've got the mile Empire Rose, the third of the Group 1s on the card. Another very interesting race. Not a lot of pace. I suppose Grinzinger Bell's not going to mess around anyway, but was our new leader, really. Who have you come up with, though?
Yeah, look, I'm going for Plenty of Ammo.
Okay.
I love the last start win. This is a horse on the way up. It was second first up, and then the way it sat off him and put pay to him last start, that was beautiful at Moonee Valley. I think Flemington's fine. It'll suit. And I just love it third up here, love the draw, and I think it's going to be hard to beat. A couple of other horses that I think can run really well is Alsafina.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good horse. Be saving on it, and a tissue tends to bob up in these races, so can't leave it out.
I have got Alsafina on top. It was very good chasing Antino last time out, albeit Antino was in a different race, but it was very strong there. Last time before that was at Mares Grade. Blake Shin produced a fantastic ride to win, but it won nonetheless. And I think at $8, this has been the grand final all along. Happy to find out that price. Lekvate is airborne. Backed at last start. I'm going to have something on it here at 20s. I was waiting for it to get to Flemington for something for Cup Week, although I did think it might have been the Greys race, but it can win this as well. I'm terrified of a tissue. I can see a tissue winning this by 3 lengths and everyone just going, oh yeah, that makes sense in hindsight. But here to run well, and the chances don't end there, as you've covered off with the rest. The last is an 1,100 metre Group 3. The Furphy Sprint for the 4-year-old mares. And I've had a bit of a Kiwi flavour today, but Sans Doutes will win this. I think It loves the straight. I think it's 4 from 5 up the straight. It was very good last time out chasing Estriella. J-Mac jumps on. It's going to be the right part of the track, and it will be flashing home in the last. Isthmus, I think, can improve. Got knocked right off its feet on the bend there last time out. Will improve. We're back last time it went up the straight. It won hard held, so we'll make it the danger. But another race that is very good. The likes of a Little Deep will go into the quaddie as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you kind of lined up the main dangers and the main runners in this. I'm going for Ferrari. I'm going to stick Ma. Has got this horse going really well. Bounced back last start. That was a good win. I think the straight will suit. And I like the draw in 14. I agree with you. Sends Doute flies down the straights and has ran reasonably well this time in. Needs to improve a little bit, I think, but if it can get back to its best down the straight, I think it's a genuine live hope. And you're right with a Little Deep and Isthmus. I think they're the other dangers. Good race.
It is a good race on a good card. Can you, though, find us the Derby Day quaddie, which traditionally pays quite well?
Yeah, look, I can have a crack at least. In the first leg, race 6, I'm going 1 Growing Empire, 3 Traffic Warden, 5 Switzerland, 6 First Settler. In the second leg, I'm going 1 El Costello, 2 Red Aces, 3 Keeneland, and 5 Saint Emilion. In the next leg, I'm going 1 A Tissue, 6 Kimuchi, 7 Alsafina, 13 Plenty of Ammo. And to finish, I'm going 3 Sans Doits, 5 A Little D, 15 Ferrari, and 17 Isthmus.
Happy days. On a tricky card, one where I actually struggled to find a best bet. What's your best in value?
My best is race 5, number 5, Powers of Opal. And my value is race 7, number 3, Keeneland.
Very good. I ended up making race 9, number 3, Sans Doute's my best. I sized up making Keeneland my best as well. I think it's going to run very, very well at the price. We'll make the value, though. Race 2, number 8, Supercilious at the 30-odd to 1 it is at the moment. But keen to bet around that big each-way price all through the card. And traditionally, we get a reward this time of year too. We head to Rosehill for, and I'll just quickly plug the PCTC Summer Comp, actually, which kicks off in a couple of weeks as we head into 4 days of Flemington. A lot changes there, but check out PCTC Sports Tipping and Racing on Facebook. And you can take us on and probably beat us the way we're going. At the summer, we go through, the next one kicks off mid-November through to just before Christmas. Chance to play for free or make a little bit of cash on the side, but it's always good fun there. Rosehill, though, is where we head for a 10-race card. Rail true, track will be dead. We've had some rain overnight, but I think it gets all systems go tomorrow. As you said, not the greatest start day, mostly midweek form, really. But we're going to kick off with a 1,400-metre highway. Anything caught your eye in the first?
Oh, no. It was a bit tricky. I stuck with Bravely, the 2, just on the basis of being done, Rewilla combination. Done goes good in these midways this time of year, or highways this time of year, midways as well. And generally nails it when he brings them here. So I had it on top, but look, take your pick.
Yeah, I had one of the chances. I'm going to tip Ever I Do coming off 2 Metro runs. Both were pretty good at open Metro level, and that sets up okay here. So we'll go Ever I Do from Bravely in the highway, but not a great deal of interest there. The second is a 1,300-metre benchmark 78. And I actually nearly fell off my seat when I saw that Gently Rolled was $10 in this. It was just taken back and hit the line quite well behind Ferrari. It actually wasn't taken back, missed the start, but essentially it was a barrier trial. But the rest of this field isn't any chop. It's unbeaten at the distance, not unbeaten, never missed a place at distance, missed a place second up against Nash on a day when most of the big boys are down south. Admittedly, I'm not sure Nash is quite with us anymore, but $10, like it. It was any horse really I was interested in. I suppose Pippi's Beach back to 1,200 metres might be okay, but yeah, I'm just going to have something each way here on it. Your thoughts?
Yeah, look, again, not a race I was overly excited by, but I'd settled on the top weight, Electrica.
Mm-hmm.
Thought it could run really well, around the $10. Good first up, solid run. Think it can natural improvement on that. So I thought it was drawn well enough, gets the claim. Had it on top at the double figure odds to beat Pippi Beach. I think it's going to be hard to beat as well.
She wins a race every prep, Electrica. She's going to find the right one. The third is a 2,000 metre benchmark 78. This is a shit race, and I think State of America is absolutely flying. You're getting an each way price again. You're getting Zach Lloyd, who's going to be, I don't think he's going to be as far back as his map. I think he's going to take up position here, and it is, for me, an easy bet to have once again. The other chance is Ambassadorial, who stayed at a mile for Waterhouse, now goes to 2,000 and gets complete map control for Nash, and is the obvious danger. I don't know how many of the rest of these are sort of with us, to be honest. Beaver?
Thought similar to you. I went for State of America as well. It's flying at the moment. Runs have been fantastic. Gate 7's perfect. In the running line here, can unleash down the middle, and only have to produce one of those to be hard to beat here.
Absolutely. The fourth, 1,300 metre benchmark 78 this time. For the boys, again, it's a midweek feed. Is there anything that you like?
Look, I'm going to stick 5 stars. Same reason as State of America. I think it's going best out of a lot of these. Keeps stepping up and running well in this type of company, and winning form's good form.
Ironman's the horse that's been running around on the Saturdays and running very well behind Walado the last few. If it's ever going to win another race, this is it. So I'm going to put it on top. It's drawn a gate. Hopefully isn't as far back as it has been. So we'll go with it from 5 star for all the reasons you've mentioned. The fifth is a 1,500 metre, or the 1,500 metre 4 pillars midway. And if the highway was tricky, well, we've got something to sort through here. You can entertain a few horses, but is there anything you're really that keen
on? Nothing I'm super keen on. It was quite another tricky affair here. I kind of went for Pirius from the Freeman stable. Thought he could run well.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the improvement at Rosehill last start behind Alabama State. Flushed home there. Didn't do much first up, but probably wasn't expected to. His third up here looks good. Gate 8, Alabama State's got to deal with gate 21. So I had it on top, but there was plenty of other chances as well.
Yeah, it's weird because everywhere I sort of looked, I was like, oh, this would be a great 20s chance or something. And they're all in that sort of around a $10 mark, which I suppose they have to be if they all are. But look, I ended up thinking I'll have something on the 2 Mitch Beers horses. Polo Mission comes here and is going quite well. Wasn't bad last time out at the track. And stablemate Artful Persuasion has also been going quite well. Comes here completely sort of clean of the midway lead-ups and might be worthwhile as well. I thought the gate in the Apprentice was against Alabama State, and the other horse of interest would be Timpanist, should it be on a 3-day backup. Would run well as well. There's other bits and pieces, such as Harlow Mist was sort of interesting as well. But anyway, tricky race. I'll cover maybe those 3, but not a huge investment there. The 6, 1,100 metre benchmark 78, and I decided that I am going to... Actually, it sort of jumped out at me once I got into this race because I went looking for Infatuation. Then I came back and saw that Tri-State has covered ground and run 4th to Briasa. Then covered ground was 3rd to Ostraka and then was just nabbed by Ferrari. Last time out, you've tipped at Flemington and now leads 1,100 metre Rosehill, and there's not many chasers, really. So I'm going to put it on top. You're getting an each-way price again. I mentioned Infatuation trials were good. Last time was a track, it beat Saltcoats. And I did think that this was Stromboli's race to win if it was ever going to win another one, but it's Gate 10 and Dylan Gibbons, so I just got rid of it. Fairly Keen Tri-State runs a race.
Yeah, look, I'm going left field, resuming here.
Okay.
I think it goes quite well first up. It's 1, 2 out of 3. Shown some decent form in decent races in the past. Comes off the spell here. Look, this was just a really tricky race. Trying to get a line through it. Trial didn't do a lot in the trials, but wasn't asked to do much. And ran in some decent trials against some decent company horses. Widdett knows how to get them ready first up and can run well.
1300 metre Russell Balding Stakes is next. I believe there's a bonus. Well, it's $3 million, but there's a bonus attached to the Everest as well here. The Everest winner is here. Does she win?
I think so. Can't see why not. This is not as strong a field as last start, and as long as it's come through all that okay, which only had 3 starts this time in, drawn gate 3, I think it gets the ideal run, $2.30. I'm happy to take that.
Yep, on top. Did win. Gets a right run again. Tags Cold Crusher here, I suppose, from a cosy gate as opposed to the wide gate last time out. So we'll go with here on top. I think the dangers to actually come away from the Everest. Lady Laguna, absolutely nothing went right last time out. Will run better here. And Marzu was trapped wide in that overpass race and will be the one that will be in the right spot, but tends to not win when being in the right spot a lot as well. Maybe just a one-act affair. The 8th is a 1,500 metre Golden Eagle, a race that for $10 million, a race that, to be honest, feels better suited at Randwick. It's odd. This race doesn't feel right at Rosehill with the field we've got, but who's going to win it is the bigger question.
Yes, I would have liked to see it at Randwick with some of these horses and the big powerful finishes. I'm not sure how that's going to assist with the track and some of these horses in that and how this is going to play out. I'm just going to go a bit left field. I'm going to go for Craig at the $14 mark. It's a horse I like. It's been ultra consistent, runs well. This is the best it's had to come up against, but I think the gate's not bad, and hopefully there's enough pace on, and it can finish off its races really nicely. Big watch on Lazat, the French horse. I think he can run really well. Definitely be saving on hit. I think he can run an almighty race, as can the Japanese horse. Just gate 17.
Yeah.
Just not quite sure where it's going to get to, but we know how good they are, and if they run according to their form, then this horse has to be in it, and you can't leave Tom Kitten out.
If this was at Randwick, I'd declare this Japanese horse Ascoli Pacino, but it's not, so I'm going to not so much declare, but I'm going to tip Lazat on top. Looks like a machine, is mapped to lead actually, but has found an on-pace roll in all its runs, seems to absorb pressure there, and hold on, and I think it is a very scary prospect here. Perhaps the international jockeys, the only real issue I have with it, but we'll see. It does know the horse. It's on top from, I think, Ostraka at $23 is easy to have something on. I've already had something on Zadaki at 100 to 1, and Tom Kitten and NCAP are both definitely alive in this, but gate 1 and 2 is another one where I'm like, where do they get to? It's the only concern there. Very, very good race. Good luck, actually, to a friend of the show, Carol, who's been a supporter since we started. She's got a share in NCAP, so all the best to her tomorrow. I'll mention the other couple in the quaddie. The 2,000 metre Rosehill Gold Cup comes up next, Group 3 level. And we've got a horse I like here at $14, and that is Madatsu. This is a pretty washed-up race, and it comes here unbeaten at the track on the minimum weight with Karen McAvoy, who's one of the top jockeys on the card. So I just thought it had enough ticks for me to put it on top. Going to make Nonconformist a danger, ready to run well now, third up. And Faulkner Park goes a month between runs to a week between runs has to run well here. They're all a price, and I'm pretty keen. I've got the winner covered.
Yeah, I'm pretty keen. I've come down to 3. I had Nonconformist. If you go back first up, that was the length behind Buckaroo. Very nice run. And then after that, only a few lengths behind Attrition. So in fairly good group class, stakes class races. So it can run well. I think the Relentless Voyager having its first start here. Got to keep a close watch on its obvious ability here. And again, really, really worried about it. And then Faulkner Park, I tipped it last start. It's disappointing, but maybe it's ready now.
It was okay, is the best I can give it. And then the fact they've backed it up is more what caught my eye. The last is a 1,500-metre benchmark 78, and Bullets High caught my eye here. I thought it was very impressive first up. Feels like a bit of a project horse for Joe. It's come back, resumed well from the Queensland trip, and this is just a midweek race. It gets the same run as it did last time, against most of the same field as it did last time, and I think it wins again. Mountaintop, map to lead is the obvious danger for me.
Yeah, I like Mountaintop. It's mapped to lead, and I think it can jump straight on the bunny and give him something to chase here. And hoping there's not a lot of chasers. So I had it on top. Hardest to beat, number 7, Captain Fury.
Cost me a lot of money last time, Captain Fury. But the quaddie at Rosehill. First leg, we're going to go 3 Bella Nipotina, 4 Sunshine in Paris, 5 Lady Laguna, 6 Marzu and 12 I Am Me, but if you just want to go 1 out Bella, more power to you. Second leg, 1 Southport Tycoon, 3 Tom Kitten, 4 Ostraka, 6 NCAP, 7 Zadaki, 12 Lazat, 13 Craig, 16 Jolly Star, 19 Ascoli Piscino. We'll get skinny at this point now. 1 to Faulkner Park, 2 Nonconformist, 14 Madatsu. If you're a Beaver fan, throw Relentless Voyager in. And just home with 9 and 11. Bullets High, Mountaintop in the last. You can get the best part of 37% for $100 there. And my best on the card will be race 3, number 2, State of America. Value race 2, number 2, Gently Rolled for me. But again, fairly keen to play some of those ones I've mentioned at an each way price. Thoughts, Beaver?
Yeah, my best is race 7, number 3, Bella Nipotina. And my value bet is race 9, number 2, Nonconformist.
Happy days. Before I let you get to Queensland, just one at Kembla. Race 5, number 3, Rhoda Gilla was saved from the Kenzo track on Wednesday to head to Kembla tomorrow. Who do you like? Have you got anything up north? Eagle Farm?
Yeah, I've got a few up north. Why not? Race 3, number 8, Cartwheels. Resumed well. Can back it up here. Best bet there, race 5, number 4, App and Girl. I think it'll be hard to beat. Race 6, number 3, Payline. I think can run well there, second up. And then to finish the day, I've got race 9, number 6, Substantial.
Brilliant. We'll be back on Sunday because we've got to preview the Melbourne Cup. We've lost, I think I saw that one Smooth Operator is now out as well. So
is that right?
Hopefully we've
Didn't see that.
got a full field, but something's going to win it. We'll talk about that on Sunday afternoon. Most of the fields are out for Rosehill, for Randwick and Flemington already, so we've got that. I'll hopefully get something up for Oaks Day Thursday, and then we'll be back to look at Champion Stakes Day next week. So busy, one of the busiest weeks of the year. Of course, we're here all year round. Hopefully some more announcements to come in the coming days. But thank you, Beaver.
Thank you.
And we'll talk soon, punters. See ya.